Well, we made the final day. It's also the first day. We had day 1 canceled, day 3 has been canceled, so we only have 1 day to fish today. We've got a kind of a unique takeoff where they've staggered us by flights. So on boat 56, don't get to take off till 7:30. We all fish 8 hours. So there's boats that won't be leaving takeoff until a little after 9 o'clock, I think. So it's a 1 day derby for the Bassmaster Classic. I think there may be some more risk taking today, that's for sure. You know, it's no longer about having some consistent days, it's about trying to catch a big bag. So we've got a little bit of time here before we take off, but I'm bringing you along on the ride, and hopefully we put some big fish in the boat today. Guys, I'm just not seeing anything right now. I'm finally seeing some things cruising the bottom, just not what we're after though. Probably gonna have to make a change here. I don't know if you saw that, guys, but that was like a 4-pounder, just completely came out of the air and missed the swim jig. It was coming through some of that little hay grass. That was like my 5th cast up shallow. I just wanted to hit this little point for no reason, just looked good. Oh, I don't know if that's a sign or... Oh, I can't believe you missed that. Okay, well, the first quarter is over, guys. Did not go well at all. We're still sitting on 0. I had one fish interact with the minnow. I did catch one, or I had a 4-pounder, missed the swim jig. There was one little point with hay grass on it. I went to it real quick and I was like, I'm gonna throw the swim jig on there. And I had like a 4-pounder completely come out of the water. I'm hoping it's on camera, don't know if it is. And that's it. And I just switched it up. I'm gonna give a quarter to fishing shallow. This is an area I had some fish in practice, and I just want to switch it up, and this will dictate how the rest of the day goes. You know, I know it's still a little cool. It's going to start warming up. The shallow stuff, I mean, the water I've seen, this is not too bad at all. The back end might be blown out, but it's fishable for sure. And we made a pretty hefty run to get where we are. So let's make it count. Whopper plopper. Not a bad one to start, at least. Okay, it's our lunchtime update. It's right at 11 o'clock, so we got 4 hours left, and this did not pan out as I was hoping. We have one, it's an okay fish. It's probably a, I don't know, maybe a 2.5 pounder, and I had one other fish grab the tails. Because of that, it's put me in a little bit of a pickle. I'm in a pickle. And basically what that is I've got 4 hours left to fish, and I never found anything scoping wise where it was a numbers game. I know there's guys that have areas that have a lot of fish in it. I never found that. The area I started in and spent 2 hours was one of my, what I thought was the best scoping area. And I checked one other place, and that was no good either. So that doesn't give me a whole lot of confidence in that. You know, in practice when I scope, generally, you know, it was like a bite an hour, you know, or a keeper bite an hour, I should say. You know, you catch a lot of random fish, but it was just one largemouth an hour. And from that standpoint, I've got 4 hours to fish. I got one fish. I could try that and go for it, and maybe you stumble on a good spot. I do think it gives me the best shot at catching a big one. The other thing is, I guess my other option is to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not too far away from two of my better areas for fishing shallow, where, you know, I had a couple of stretches where, you know, I probably had 5 bites in a half hour. But we've got, you know, we had cooler temps, rising water, and I'm not 100% sold that this bite is on all that good either. Now, I have all 3 bites I've had today have been shallow, so I've split my time about equal. So I'm kind of leaning towards doing that. The one problem with that too is it is a little further upriver, which means I'm going further away, and that means I'm losing time, but I'm not too far away. So I think that's probably what I should do. I want to finish up just a little bit in here, and then we'll head to that other location. Hopefully we can relocate the fish, catch them quick, and then if we can catch them quick, then I'll just get out of there and turn around and go back out to some open water and hope you find a good, you know, get a big scope fish, which I personally feel like is the best way to catch a big one. So I think that's the plan right now. Nothing has really gone to plan, other than I have found a 6XD and a whopper plopper. Come on. Coming in. All right. Number 2. I had a bite there yesterday. Not a giant, but a friend. Skinny, but he's a keeper. Well, everyone, we're starting the third or the fourth period. We just caught our third keeper. The plan should have worked. It honestly should have. So I caught 2 keepers, caught a short, I missed one, and I lost 3 keepers. They just pulled off. I mean, I don't think there's anything I could have done. I mean, one of them I was a little bit out of position. The bait, I swung out of a branch and then he smacked it when I was least expecting it. So maybe that one, but I mean, we should have come up here and had 4 keepers. Now we got 2 hours left. A long boat ride and we only have 3 keepers. So, you know, I feel like I'm getting more bites as I go ahead and do this. You know, like I said, I had a 3-pounder that came and ate it right at the boat, had the whole bait on the swim jig, and set the hook, and all I got back was my jig. He took the whole trailer. So we absolutely have to catch our limit, and right now it's all about how do I catch that, and it's all based on, you know, we need it just from a point standpoint. So we gotta work our butt off to catch 2 more keepers here in the last 2 hours of fishing. So let's see how we do. Well, that's a wrap. That was a spot I pulled up on as I was running back to the ramp to catch my 5th keeper. Ended up with 9 pounds, 12 ounces, and I think I finished 156th. Not a good way to start the year. Definitely not what I was expecting. The day was a lot tougher than I thought it would be. But we'll move on to the next one. We'll catch them.